Hi, I'm Brent Senio, Operations Manager here in Calgary for AutoPro Automation. And today I'd like to talk to you briefly about why a local vendor independent system integrator as your Mac. So I guess just to get grounded, we can talk about what is AutoPro's definition of a Mac. So AutoPro's definition of a Mac is that it's the single accountable contractor who works as a client-empowered representative to ensure that there's efficient interface between the project stakeholders. So that's your end client, the EPC or engineering, procurement, and construction companies, vendors, and installation contractors throughout the project lifecycle for the control system integration and implementation. So with a large project, the automation scope is often just a small component of that overall price, but yet it's a critical component. So once the plant is built, everybody wants to turn the plant on. So it's always on the critical path, and it's a high-risk item for sure on your projects. So that's why there was the value of pulling the automation scope out and involving companies that specialize in automation work. So why a local vendor-independent system integrator as your Mac? So first, let's get into the benefits of having a local company to do your Mac. When we're talking about local, what we're trying to do is reduce risk, reduce rework, and overall costs of the project by catching things sooner. So when you have a team that's all co-located in the same place, you don't have the time zone barriers, you don't have the logistics of setting up web meetings and flights, etc. So having an integrated team definitely allows you to catch design issues sooner, and you get better alignment with operations groups and still make sure that you're falling within the constraints of the capital project group in terms, of course, of cost, schedule, scope, and quality. The next part of that question is why vendor independent? Well, control systems, of course, are very complex. There's a lot of vendors typically involved. Even with the base control system, you often have other systems that tie into it. So whether it's packaged equipment, production accounting, enterprise systems, they're pulling all this information various ways. A vendor independent company is able to talk to each of the vendors without there being the barriers of competitiveness. So if you are a vendor representing one company and you try to talk to your direct competitor, obviously there's going to be barriers there that a vendor independent system integrator won't encounter. So lastly, why a system integration company? Well, a system integration company, of course, is pulling all these pieces together. We've talked about all the different brands, and that's why the vendor independence is important. Now you have to be the glue to pull it all together, and that's where your system integrator can help you out. The system integrator can be viewed as the finishing carpenter to a framer, which would be your EPC. So you have a large system, you get a system integrator in to make the system work optimally. AutoPro's been fortunate to be the Mac on a number of new capital projects and for existing facilities doing major expansions or upgrades, etc. So we're fortunate to have that information that we can pull upon and leverage those past project successes for any future Mac contracts that we get engaged with. We definitely pride ourselves on being strong project finishers, and we believe our Mac approach definitely reduces the risk. And as we get closer to the end of the project, our value just increases.